What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, there's a storm rolling in over yonder. Man, I just wanted to go out and get some exercise and attend Adventure Week. Speaking of which, Ultra Unlock got revealed. On this Sunday, there's going to be like a special 4-hour event instead of 3 hours. 4 hours. With increased rotating Tyrant and Aurora spawns, Aurora and then Tyrant, Aurora and then Tyrant. When you encounter Aurora, apparently there is it does something to the sky. I'm assuming it creates like an Aurora Borealis effect on the cat screen. Unknown F is in raids. You've probably already seen that. It can be shiny. And then also during the 4-hour day, spawns change a little bit to be Diglett, Alolan Diglett, Geodude, Alolan Geodude, and just like a couple of the fossils instead of like all the fossils. And I think Rhyhorn and Aron get boosted a little bit. There is also increased shiny odds in the research. They boosted the shiny odds in research counters. Anyways, why you clicked this video probably, was GoFest. GoFest and the Adventure Week Addendum. Man, let's talk about GoFest, right? Like, over the course of the weekend, was it good? Was it bad? How was it? I think overall, I got one hundo. I got this. I'm pretty sure I hatched it, to be honest. One hundo, Whalmer, and then as far as the shinies, shiny in age 0 to like 5. That should cover all of GoFest. So I continue to raid the whale, by the way, Kyogre, and I got a second shiny Kyogre. But with that being said, I think raiding actually played a huge part in people's experience for GoFest. So with GoFest, like if you were raiding the entire time, right? So just say like one Axew raid, right? So one Axew raid is going to be like 2 minutes, bare minimum, inside of the raid lobby. If you start, a fresh raid lobby, right? Bare minimum 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, I can catch probably at least 10 Pokemon because I quick catch. But even if like I'm just catching this Bidoof, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's already in the Pokeball at 5 seconds. And that's with a buddy assist, which takes longer and like all that. So like in 5, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, I've already caught one Pokemon standard, right? So like personally, I think like while I was raiding, like in GoFest day 1, when I was in the car, when I was getting rained out and everything, that video went on the channel a couple days ago by the time you're seeing this. There is a clear difference between when I'm like, that's it, I'm done raiding, I'm done, no more Kyogres, no more whales, at least not for today, like I was upset, whatever, what have you. Plus, during that time, I was raiding 4 or 5 Kyogres, short manning them, okay? So that's 2 minutes in the lobby. The actual raid with like 3, 4 people, that's gonna take another like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, right? And then catching it. Me personally, Kyogre hates me. For whatever reason, Kyogre just hates me. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. My catch rate on Kyogre is so bad. It is 83 for 121. 50 missed Kyogres, okay? That's a lot of fish, okay? But like, again, that me personally, like, oh, there's an unknown F raid. By the way, I'm probably not going to do many unknown F raids. I did one that I was invited to, just to make sure that I have it for the unknown decks, and then after that, I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. This weekend for me for Adventure Week is about, and GoFest too. GoFest and Adventure Week for me is more about getting the new Pokemon if I don't have it yet, getting shinies and getting good IVs, okay? Now, for me, getting the shiny was a part of GoFest for Kyogre, but at a certain point I was like, you know what, I'm missing out on all these spawns. And I think that's something that really needs to be factored into GoFest, because one, GoFest does not have, should not have, and will never have Community Day shiny rates. Okay, Community Day shiny rates are through the roof. Like, they are way up there, right? They're 1 in 20. Standard Pokemon Go shiny rate is like 1 in 500, somewhere between 1 in 500 and 1 in 600. Okay? Normal Pokemon odds in like the games are 1 in 5,000. Okay? So just wrap your head around that. Shinies are not supposed to be easy to get. And I think that's something in the Pokemon Go community that we don't really fully appreciate because of Community Day. Community Day, 1 in 20 odds. Oh my gosh, so good. Raids are 1 in like 60 odds. Like full odd raids are like 1 in 60. Legendary raids are like 1 in 25. So like Axie raids, Rufflet raids, Rockruff raids are like 1 in 60 odds. Cool. That unknown over there, wherever it went, over there, that way, is 1 in 60 odds if I want to try and get that. And that's a 1 in 60 on every roll. That doesn't mean in 60 raids you're guaranteed to get it. No. You could be really, really unlucky, do 60 raids and still not get the shiny, which is just how odds work. If you're really lucky, you get good odds. If you're not very lucky, you don't get good odds. And sometimes you just, sometimes you are lucky, sometimes you're not lucky, and you just roll the opposite way. Like Kyogre, it took me years to get. Ho-Oh, it took me years to get. And now I have my 1 shiny Ho-Oh and these 2 shiny Kyogres. I ain't training my shiny Ho-Oh, but these shiny Kyogres are definitely up for lucky swaps. But personally, over the weekend, I did really good. I 29 shiny Pokemon, including the 2 shiny Kyogre, a bunch of new shinies, and various results. Right? I think the problem is that most YouTubers kind of understand this going into it, and are like also thinking about the content, and like, okay, I need to get shinies. I need to be checking these Pokemon. I need to have something cool to show. So we're checking everything. There's a spawn here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta check this Kabuto, right? Just in case it's green. Imagine. I'm being invited to an Addendum raid. That's actually, see, like, that's another thing, right? I can be checking these, right? And then I get invited to like a raid on day 1, where that was where the odds were boosted. Only day 1 for shinies. So on day 1, someone invites me to a Kyogre, right? I'm like, ooh, that's tempting. That's like 5-10 minutes. Like at least somewhere between there, 5 to 10 minutes of me checking, instead of me going like this. Oh, a Chinchou just spawned. Let me check it. Especially when it was raining. So like certain Pokemon got even further boosted, like more water types and whatnot, bug types, which is probably why I got Shelmet the day 1. I'm not gonna lie. And then also getting like the new regional. For me, Carnivine is my local regional, so I don't really care about this. I'll catch it just because I know there's people out there who are just like, I've never seen a Carnivine in the wild before, so let me just catch it for y'all. Because I know that tilts me when I see someone in like Australia not catch the Kangaskhan, or like someone in like northern North America not catch the Tauros on the screen. I don't get Tauros in South Florida. Fun fact. But yeah, GoFest day 1, I think, is the divisive day, right? I think most people either went into that, I'm gonna get the Axew, or I'm gonna try and just get as many Pokemon as possible. If you were trying to get the Axew the whole time, you're spending most of your time raiding. And I mean, that's not a bad thing. Hopefully you got the Axew. But that's also 1 in 60 every time you're not getting the boosted odds. Whereas, you're going around checking everything, in the time it takes you to do an Axew raid, even if you're just clicking, you're clicking on like 20, 30, maybe even 40 Pokemon if you're in like a really like cluster, like lots of Pokemon. If you're like in a downtown area, like lure all that up, there's easy 20, 30 Pokemon there that you can check. And if you're catching, 10, 15 Pokemon that you're catching, at least, in a time of one Axie raid. So I think that's the big thing. And I've spoken to a lot of different people, and I feel like a lot of people are like, okay, I either did terrible, I had less than 5 shinies the whole weekend, or I did amazing. I got like 30 shinies the weekend. I got 29. I got some of the new ones. Did I get the ones that I really, really wanted? I mean, yes and no. I got like Shroomish was a big one for me. Axew, of course, but like this 91 CP Axew was day 2 on an incense. Like, I just happened to be clicking it on my way to an Axew raid. Day 2 I spent most of the day raiding because that day the odds for shinies were not boosted. So day 2, I was doing all the raids, raid. Let me try and get Nihilego, let me try and get Rockruff, let me get Axew. But, in between, check, nothing. That's fine. I'm not expecting anything day 2. Day 2 is I'm raiding. Day 1, I think, and that's a big problem for me for Go Tour. And I've said that multiple times. Go Tour should be 2 days split. 1 day for check-in, 1 day for raids. Because that was a big one for me for Go Tour, was I was raiding the whole time and I didn't have time for anything else. Corsa and Heracross were around in raids. I barely had time to do Corsa or Heracross raids because I was trying to get my shiny Ho-Oh, and then I was like, oh right, I have to do these collection challenges. Oh right, there's all these shinies I should be, trying to get. So I think that's a big thing. It's just kind of managing and hedging expectation. Managing your time in Pokemon Go is huge, especially on like any of these event days. And like even now, like in Adventure Week, like, okay, I have to walk 5 kilometers, but I have to spin 2 Pokestops I've never visited before, which is why I'm out here in a place where I have been before, but I haven't been in a while, so there's a couple new stops here sporadically like sprinkled in. So hopefully, I can get, a couple stops here and there. But on Friday, I'm probably going to go to like a brand new city, brand new location, and just pop like 8 lucky eggs and just start walking. And like, with that being said, spin 2 Pokestops, I'm going to be spinning every single Pokestop for the XP, and there goes all the new ones. So it's going to be very interesting for Adventure Week, the Addendum and everything. That's very interesting. And then for GoFest, I think honestly it was an A. It was an A event. But I feel like if you spent all day 1, shiny hunting via raids, and then day 2, you were like, oh, I didn't get anything yesterday because I was raiding. The next day, the odds aren't boosted. Now you're catching everything and not doing raids, and it's just like, man, this whole event stinks. It's learn from me, learn from the YouTubers. Day 1, catch, check everything, right? Like, I was watching Mystic 7, Trainer Tips, JT Gilly. Day 1, they did a few raids, right? But mostly they were catching Pokemon, checking. Trainer Tips was doing a catch challenge for shinies. Like, learn from the YouTubers, including myself. On a 2-day event like GoFest, the day where it's catching, the day where it's confirmed boosted odds, go out, don't even do raids. Do the 9 free raids. If you have an itch for a certain shiny, try and scratch that itch, at you Kyogre, at you Ho-Oh, and then just go out, shiny check, catch Pokemon, get XP, get Stardust, have a good time, okay? Like me, hunting for a purple whale or the golden rainbow bird, I was Mr. Oh, I should have had the shiny. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Kyogre, blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as I get it, right, John's like, okay, now you can stop complaining. I'm like, no, I will not stop complaining. Because it took me forever to get the shiny Kyogre. Or like with Ho, okay, now we can have fun. After you know, I was like, oh, I still don't have it. Oh, I still don't have it. Oh, I still don't have it. Or like other events where I've like focused on like one shiny specifically, and afterwards I finally get it, and then okay, now we can have fun now. Like, don't be that guy. Don't be me. Don't be the guy who's like being negative because I don't have the shiny yet. Instead, just have fun, right? Like that's my big takeaway from GoFest 2022. Go with the flow. If the day one is all about catching, and shiny odds are boosted for wild spawns, go with that flow. Wait for day two. When day two is the battle rate day, use that day for your raids and whatnot. And now with that being said, I'm gonna go around and you know, one of these I think is actually close enough for me to skateboard to, and then I'm gonna try and get. I want for Adventure Week 2022. I want to get a 100% or better Rampardos. Okay, this is my 93 that I finally got in this year. January of this year, I got this. So it took me years to get a 93%. My goal is to get like a 98 or better. I also would love a shiny. But honestly, my goals are getting XL candies for a second Tyranitar, level 50. Getting XL candies for Aron because it gets a Mega. And then, obviously you see here, I'm trying to get the Cranidos. Getting the 296 for Cranidos would be nice, but also, all my dust is gone. We'll get into that. But yeah. And then getting if we do get the new shinies, Tortuga and Arcan, that'd be dope. If not, that's fine. It is what it is. I also want to get Aurora and Tyrant. They are in, thanks to the Sylph Road. Alright, so on the Sylph Road, you can find all the new tasks. Just go, I'll leave the link in the description below. They always update as soon as it's live. Over like Australia, as soon as they find out what things are, it instantly goes on like Sylph Road. So Aurora and Tyrant are in spin 25 Pokestops and walk 5 kilometers. So I'm hoping there's one Tyrant and there's one Aurora in those 2 5km. And then the other one, spin 2 Pokestops you haven't visited before. Again, I'm looking for a 98 or a hundo Cranidos. So I'm looking for that. The Shundo would be chef's kiss. And then the other ones are it is what it is. So anyways, that is the Adventure Week Addendum GoFest kind of review. By the way, let me just real quick, I don't think I actually reviewed all my shinies that I got. I just kind of glossed over them real quick. We got a lot of really good shinies. Let's put it in the number mode so that we can kind of see side by side for things. We got the Pikachu, which is dope. These are usually kind of rare, and people will trade anything for them. I've found in the past, so that's dope. Hitmonchan, Girafarig, Dunsparce, which is dope. Lautar, it kind of is what it is. Oh, earn 2 candies, nice. Shrewish, the brand new shiny, which is dope. P-Dove, I got a male and a female. 2 Kyogres, I got Trubbish, I got Axew, I got Shelmet, I got Rufflet, those are big ones. Litleo, this is the female. For some reason, I guess the female one isn't as desired for whatever reason, but for me, she's a queen. She's the queen of the jungle, okay? And she's shiny. Just let her be, okay? She's a queen, and she deserves her moment well, it's raining right now, but also it is raining right now, so I might skedaddle out of here. But if you did like this episode, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. Also, all the GoFest videos, including this wrap up and the pre GoFest video, will all be in a GoFest 2022 playlist already on the channel. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.